Greetings, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, better known as Bright Shine. And at this time, I want to take the opportunity to wish everybody a happy African Liberation Day. Come May 25th is the day is recognized and acknowledged as a day of celebrating African Liberation Day. And according to the history, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah founded African Liberation Day in 1958. When he convened the first conference of independent states in Africa. And it was held in Accra, Ghana. The 15th of April was and then known as African Freedom Day, the 15th of April. And it was to mark and celebrate the onward progress of African people in Africa and throughout the world. I'm also going to continue reading the history of African Liberation Day, and it says here. I'm gonna make a few points. Dr. Nkrumah said, understanding the need for clear and precise ideological and organizational direction for the Pan-African movement. Dr. Nkrumah published Consciousnism, Philosophy and Ideology for Decolonization. That was in 1963. In the Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare in 1968, and Class Struggle in Africa, 1970. The ideas of Dr. Nkrumah infused the Black Power movement of 1960 through 1972. Dr. Nkrumah taught us the total liberation and unification of Africa under an all-African socialist government must be the primary objective of all black revolutionaries throughout the world. It is an objective which, when achieved, will bring about the fulfillment of the aspirations of Africans and people of African descent everywhere. It will at the same time advance the triumph of the international socialist revolution. And also it said in 1970, the Pan-African Secretariat of Guyana made the call for the celebration of African Liberation Day in the Western Hemisphere. In response, a large demonstration was held in Georgetown, Guyana, and smaller celebration in the U.S., Canada, and Europe. The Pan-African movement was once again on the verge of taking a mass revolutionary character in educating and organizing the people. By 1971, Pan-Africanism had become the dominant discussion in every factory, home, school, and church in the African world. In the 1990s, as a result of the people's struggle, we have witnessed the defeat of apartheid, the heroic decision of the African Organization of the African Union to break United Nations sanctions against Libya, and the Congo victory by pro-African forces over imperialist proxy forces, making an advancement toward Nkrumah's call for an African high command and represent a healthy day in line with the African Union. The African Union had Africans' first continental holiday, Africa Day, are clear signs that the struggle for African unity will not stop until victory is achieved. Today, African Liberation Day is a permanent mass movement, mass institution, in the worldwide Pan-African movement. As an institution, it is stronger today because the masses of African people are stronger, and African Liberation Day is their day as a day of work in the area of political education and organization. It reflects the fact that we have obtained our freedom, and thus it is a day to reaffirm our commitment to Pan-Africanism and the total liberation and unification of Africa under scientific socialism. At African Liberation Day, we also deepen our understanding of other just struggles and affirm our role in the world socialist revolution. African Liberation Day has but one direction: forward to a united socialist Africa. It is growing at the level of awareness about Pan-Africanism and the primacy of African growth. It is growing as progressive and revolutionary organizations grow. And lastly, it is growing as the masses make increasing victories against capitalism, neo-colonialism, racism, and Zionism. Not gonna be too much longer. Want to thank the All African People's Revolutionary Party for continuing to promote Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's vision and teachings of Pan-Africanism. And I want to thank the Indigenous Peoples of African Coordinating Committee, also the African Biodiversity Network, the All African Student Union, and I want to thank also the All African Development and Education Project, because they too be trying to promote the advancement of Pan-Africanism as taught by Dr. Nkrumah. And we don't want to never ever give the impression that a person or in organizations can talk over Dr. Kwame Nkrumah or talk over W.E. Du Bois with the NAACP and the Urban League. You understand? And again, I want to wish everybody a happy African Liberation Day, which is on May the 25th of every year.